Good morning, guys. Another walk around video for you guys on a Can-Am Outlander 1000 XT. That's right, Gen 3 chassis. Don't miss this one. Follow along and learn what's new and what's changed on the Outlander from the Gen 2 to the Gen 3 chassis. All right, just like all my walk around videos, we're gonna start from the front, work our way to the back, and then get on the machine. First thing, it's an XT. It's gonna come with a front bumper. It's gonna come with a winch. We also have arched A-arms on this thing in the front. This thing has 11.5 inches of ground clearance, and with the being arched A-arms, we have a wider band of where that 11.5 inches is. It also front and back has 10.8 inches of suspension travel, both front and back. Awesome looking LED lights on them, and I'll show you the accent lighting here in a second too. We also have accent lighting right here that goes up and just kind of makes the thing look really modern. One of my favorite features on the front of this Outlander though is the front storage box. Bear with me, I gotta do this with two hands. With this kickstand here, so we pop it up. Tons of room for gloves, straps, your toolkits, you name it. There's tons of storage on this bike, and I'll show you more as we walk around this thing in general. One of my other things that I really think they did a good job upgrading the looks of were the handguards on this XT. They look a lot more sporty along with the whole bike, whereas you look at Gen 2 chassis, these work good. I don't think they look near as good as the Gen 3 handguards. Coming around to the side now, oh, and to mention, you have nice hook points too on the front of your bumper, spot for a light bar, extra lighting. Really nice feature there. 14-inch aluminum wheels, 26-inch tires, and these are a new tire. I think they're going to be a decent tire, and I can tell you for a fact you can fit at least a 28-inch tire on this. I did stuff 30s on it. They do fit. They are very tight when turning right here, so depending on what tire you're running, 30s might be a little tight, and you might have to do a little bit of trimming on the plastic. Fender flares on the side, coming around to the back. Center exit exhaust. It looks really aggressive. It is very quiet right now. I will say I think this thing's going to be a monster sound wise. That exhaust pipe, no joke, is no joke. That's the size, if not bigger than some cars on the market. Also, did I mention this thing has 101 horsepower? Very powerful bike. 2-inch receiver on the back, which Can-Am is known for. We have the wishbone rear suspension on it. No more trailing arms on this thing. Dual LED tail lights and more storage. So push down there, push down there. This one's not as big, guys, but it is still room to put more stuff, and it is sealed. The other nice thing is you got two twist locks here, and the whole rear storage box pops off out of the way. I think that's it for walking around it on the outside. Yeah, that really does the outside of it. We'll jump up top here. Oh, actually, another thing, maintenance wise, this cover pops off super easy, and then the oil filter is actually tucked right here, and everyone's like, well, that's going to be hard to get at. This front footwell right here pops off on its own section, so you can actually get it everything really easy to do maintenance on this bike. Apologize, there's a fire truck going by right now. They did have to lose the storage from the 700 because the throttle body is literally right underneath here. You do have a phone charger here though, and a spot to put your phone. And this bike, I can confidently start and still talk to you guys because it is that quiet. Now, if you get the 1000 over the 850 on an XT, you do get true diff lock. So you got two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive diff lock. The 850 XTs do not get diff lock. So that is one difference there. You do have your throttle modes. So you have, hold it down. It's already in sport, that's why. You got sport, work, and your regular mode. Engine, you also got your intelligent engine braking modes as well. So you hold it down, it'll go max, medium, minimum. Same thing with the power steering over on this side. So your start button, as long as you're in any gear but reverse, you hold it down, DPS minimum, DPS medium, DPS max. Now if you're in reverse, it's your reverse override button. I really like that they put the winch control right here, because now I can have both hands on my handlebars, and I can be running my winch controls, which is really nice, and not having to reach way over here out of the way. You got your headlights, lows, highs, and then you can actually flash your highs if you push down on it, or if you hold it, it will shut your headlights off until you start it up again. You got your trip button here, so if trip, go through it. If you want to reset it, you literally just hold it down and it resets. Your menu, you can go through all your engine temp, battery volt, your settings. If you want to go into settings, you just hold the setting button down and it'll go through your settings. Temperature over here, and then your gas gauge over here. Mile per hour, right now we're in RPM. As you can hear, this thing is very quiet. I'm going to walk behind it so you can get an idea what it sounds like, and I'll show you just an overlay of what the lights look like too. It is cold here this morning, guys. It is 35 degrees right now, actually. So I moved down here to get away from cold, and it's still cold. I really like these taillights. I think they look really sharp. They look really modern. And then walking around to the front, we got our front headlights. Like I said, you got your front accent lightings that look really sharp on it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this bike. I really like it. Another thing to go over, the P-Drive clutch is a very, very smooth clutch setup. A couple of guys jumped on it here at work, and that was the first thing we noticed, is how smooth of engagement this thing is off the get-go. So no more Can-Am clunky takeoff. It's very smooth, just like, very similar to a Polaris, how smooth a Polaris is. The other thing, go do that on a Gen 2 chassis. The shifting is buttery smooth. You don't have to do that Can-Am rock anymore. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts on this thing. I really like the bike. All right, guys, that's gonna do this walk around video on the Gen 3 Outlander. Great platform. I think they did a lot of good improvements. They listened to the customers, and they did a good job improving it. Let me know what you guys wanna see next week. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.